So today we're going to be doing our instruction into our place command. Our place command is going to be a designated texture, whether it's a bed or a mat, someplace where our dog can go and lay down and stay there until we release them. The reason why having a solid place command is very important is if we have a reactive dog to the door or to the doorbell or people coming over. This gives them somewhere where they can go and lay down, see what's going on at the front door, take in the smells of people coming in without reacting, and then once they're in a calm energy, then they can come off and greet our guests. This is very important, especially if we have a nervous or a fear-aggressive dog who gets aggressive at people coming into the house. Because the two things a nervous dog needs is time and space, and that is exactly what this is going to provide them with. So our place command means all 4 elbows and belly on the ground. We're going to teach our dog this first on leash, so we're able to lure them into the position that we want. And this is also going to prevent any unwanted behavior. So if our dog decides he wants to get up and walk the other direction or try to bolt out the door as we're working with a distraction later, we have the ability to step on that leash and prevent the dog from rewarding his own behavior. There's going to be 3 markers that we're going to be using during this exercise. Our first marker is our positive marker. Yes, that means you are done, and I'm going to release you to come to me for the treat. Our second marker is our duration marker. Good, with a drop in intonation. That means I want you to continue doing this behavior, and I'm going to come to you to give you the treat. Finally, our last marker is our negative marker. No, at, phooey, whatever word you decide to use, and this means you're not doing it correctly. We never want to repeat our command over and over to our dog. The reason for this is if I tell my dog place, and he doesn't do it, and I repeat it 3 or 4 times in a row and then finally show him, well, he downed on that 4th time. So that means I've now created a string of commands, and I have to repeat it that many times in order for him to do the behavior in the first place. So we repeat the command 1 time, and then we show the dog. Once he knows the command and knows what we're asking of him, then we can break it up with a negative marker. No. Sometimes the dog just needs a couple extra seconds to process and think it out. We always want to make sure that we do our training in a low distraction environment when we're first showing them what we want. Then we slowly start to add distractions of the door, knocking on the door, doorbell, somebody being on the other side. We never want to try to train in the moment when the mailman is coming to deliver something or a friend is coming over, because you're so worried about getting to the door and controlling your dog, you're most likely going to let the dog go, and now he's learned this command doesn't mean the same thing. Or if I get up X amount of times, you won't reinforce it. So we always want to set up our training, make sure we never have a failure. We also want to make sure we do our training in every environment. Just because the dog learns this place command on our wood floor doesn't mean that he's going to go home and know it on the carpet. We have to show him in every environment. So that's why this video is going to be very important for you to follow. We also want to show them from every angle of the house. If we only work our place command from the front door, then that's all the dog is going to know. And if we try to send them from a different room, they won't know exactly what we're talking about. So set everything up. So we're going to go ahead and get into some examples, and hopefully this answers some of the questions. I'll also be doing a little bit more instruction as we move through into the demonstration videos.